Hi, everybody. Long time no see. We're guilty as charged.
Totally. It's been a very long
We're guilty.
time.
We're guilty. We know.
People keep saying to me, what happened? Where are you? I miss you. Oh, it's very nice. We've been MIA.
Do you want to go into that or?
So why have we been MIA? Ava's had a lot of life change. I feel like that's the most reason why. She's had a lot of things going on that she's going to delve into. I think also it's this time of year with the holidays and with Thanksgiving, and things have been kind of crazy. As you see, we have a special guest, and the special guest has come home. So
special guest is back.
Special guest is back. Would you like to say hello, special guest?
Hi, Totally Unqualified.
It's Will.
It's the mean boy.
It's Will back and in stereo. So, yeah, I'm excited to be here, guys. I think it wasn't cool how much they missed of the weeks to update you all. But
It's true. We know we're
guilty. We know.
And we hope that our following stays with us.
So yeah, I've moved. I've left the apartment, so that has been hectic and crazy. And I also have gotten a new job.
Woohoo!
That I start in about a week. And so there has just been a lot going on and not enough time in the day. And I haven't been here. So we're back. And hopefully a schedule will be established and we will be regular again.
I know. What are we going to do now that Ava's not living in this house?
I know.
If you thought we had no schedule until now what? We're going to have to really stick to it. Have stick-to-itiveness if we want to
I know.
do it.
I'm going to have to come over.
Which she has been coming over anyway. My friends tell me that like once a week their kids come
and
over.
Somebody's back for good.
That's true.
Someone's living at home. I've been replaced.
One leaves, one comes back.
Yes. So I'm back for good. After tomorrow, I will be graduated.
Is that crazy?
I have a final exam that I have to take virtually tomorrow. And once I finish this econ exam, I'm done with college, baby.
My gosh.
He's graduated.
It went so fast. I can't get it.
I'm graduating early. I'm not graduating late.
You're graduating early, and then you have...
I'm getting surgery on my tonsils 2 days after I graduate. And then I will start working in February.
2 days after you graduate, as in 2 days.
In 2 days.
Yes. The mother is concerned.
And Will is not going to be able to talk. So we're going to have silence.
That's going to be very interesting. He's going to have a bell. And a friend, Auntie Free told me.
and quiet.
Auntie Free told me the bell can be tricky. Because the bell begins to drive you crazy. We're going to use the dinner bell that my family used when I was a kid. And it's silver, so it really rings. We'll see how that... And I bought you the whiteboard, so you're going to be able to write.
Will's going to abuse the bell. I can already tell.
Are you gonna be
if I'm conscious.
There's going to be bell abuse.
I don't know if there will be bell abuse.
Okay.
I'm concerned about what I'm going to make you for food.
I can't eat, guys.
Yeah, you're going to get so skinny.
I'm going to lose a lot of weight.
Snatched.
I'm going to lose a lot of weight.
But you need to have...
Will's going to be snatchiana.
I think scrambled eggs, mashed potatoes. What about
I think that
matzo
you're
balls?
thinking way too big. I think it's going to be literally broth to start.
No, to start, it's
going to be liquid.
It's ice.
No,
it's ice pops.
Totally.
It's all ice pops.
Note
Jealous.
to anyone who's going to have tonsil surgery as an adult. There's a lot of info on online, and everyone talks about the beauty of the Pedialyte ice pop. So we bought 62 of them. Yep, we've got them.
We may need more. We may need more.
You're not going to eat 60, Will.
If it's all I can eat.
I don't think you're going to have 60.
Even like 5
You'd
days.
be sick.
Let's say for the first 5 days. 5 days times 3 ice pops a day. I'll even give you 5 ice pops.
Will's
a
a
day.
big...
That's only 25.
That's
Will's a big
halfway.
boy.
Wait, because
yeah,
it's
but
50,
then you're going
right?
to start to be able to
I think 60.
eat.
Oh,
I think
60.
62.
We'll see what happens.
Then you're going to start to be able to like eat. Okay, whatever. Going into the episode, we've had enough pre-episode chat.
All right. So who can remember the last episode? I can't do housekeeping because I can't even think back that long ago. But I would like to tell everybody that This week, I went to take Will to the doctor. He had to get his pre-surgery authorization and had to have blood work drawn, and he did a good job on that. And
A good job on that means that he didn't pass out.
Correct.
I just want the audience to know that
That's
Will
right.
doing a good job on blood work means that he didn't faint.
Which is
and
great.
that we are so happy for.
So happy. And so I'm sitting in the doctor's office, and Will is in the examining room, and there's one young woman across from me, and she says to me, excuse me, are you Ava Leventhal's mom? And I said, yes, I am. And she said, I recognize you from the podcast. I'm
Let's
a big
go.
fan. And that was so nice. So she
Shout
said,
out Abby.
shout out to Abby. She couldn't have been nicer. She was very sweet.
And now Ellen thinks we're famous. And
I
so
do. And Abby looks so much like Ava. I couldn't get over it.
we do say that we live parallel lives. So Abby, this one's for you.
So that was my housekeeping because I loved that that I got recognized.
Wow. So
Woohoo.
Hollywood.
Getting spotted outside of home.
I know,
Exactly.
seriously. She leaves like once in a blue moon.
It's so true. I never leave the house. Okay, let's go into loves and hates. Will, want to go first?
Love.
You give your love first, right?
Yeah. You know, you can like move the microphone. You're like,
Take it
Am I
away.
being too robotic?
you're just like, you're tilt. Like you can, you know.
Okay. My love of the week is I love drawing, actually. I was taking a class this quarter that was Introduction to Sketching, and it's something that I just figured out that I love. I'm not a very artsy person at all. I am pretty unartsy, I would say, but this class has been so amazing and allowing me the freedom of expression and to draw shapes and sizes. I was drawing
Shapes and sizes.
I was drawing blenders for my final project. I had to draw 3 different blenders, all with different shapes, and I had to annotate them, and the overall product looks pretty good if you were to ask me.
So
And,
are you going to
yeah.
bring sketching into your post-grad life? Are you going to continue? Are you going to have a sketchbook?
I'm not a sketchbooker, I think.
Okay.
I'm more just like, give me a few pieces of paper.
Oh, so you like a casual sketch?
Yeah,
every once
I
in a
think, but I
while.
think there's nothing to me more relaxing than the outlet of just like playing music, sketching, getting into the zone,
Wow.
and just
Maybe you need a sketchbook.
relaxing.
I think you need a sketchbook and pencil.
Yeah,
as well.
I think you just need like
I
a
think you're
normal
the-
sketchbook.
I also got really nice like pens and
I think you're going to need
marker.
that. Maybe you'll like that and doing in some of your free time.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I just loved it, and so hopefully I'll continue it. But there's a possibility I won't, but hopefully I will.
That's a very good love.
Hashtag love.
I'll go to my love. Sketch lines with stretch.
Oh,
and
God.
my love of the week is I go once a week to be stretched. And I'm telling you, it's changed my life.
Oh, my God.
It has. This woman like pushes and pulls and yanks and stands on me, and I don't even know what she's doing, and it can hurt a lot, but I feel remarkably better. And I think she's been really on target with, I have one side of me is like all misaligned because of my snapped Achilles tendon and knee surgeries. And she is totally working on that, and I just feel better.
Misaligned makes me think that your body is
Yeah,
like
you're acting
crippled
like you have
and
a
like
crick in your neck.
It is misaligned. Well, she'll say one shoulder's much higher than the other. I don't know. She's done all these diagnostics. So I love stretching. I think it's totally worth it. And everyone there is my age.
What's that in that Disney movie?
Which one?
But it's like a crick in their neck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Isn't it like Hercules? Somebody's like waking
Oh.
up like, I got a crick in my
Yes,
neck.
I think it is Hercules.
Oh no! That's
No,
I
this
got
is
a
the Moussaka.
Moussaka in my throat. It's I got a hunk of moussaka.
right.
That's Steve Buscemi in
Hercules.
He was Hades.
Hades.
Satan.
Satan. Oh my God.
Hades and Hercules.
Honey, you mean Hercules?
That could be a love. All the music from Hercules.
The
We
best,
all love
the
it.
literal best Disney movie. My love of this week is Guys, I haven't been able to stop. Okay, I think that my love of this week is that I've been having like a resurgence of old music re-enter my sphere. And this started with the Quinn Fabray version of Paramore's Only Exception, in which I think she does it better than Paramore. And so I've been listening to so much old throwback early 2000s music, and that has been extremely nostalgic. And also, I hate to be the one to say this, but like the Glee versions of some songs are so fucking good.
I know.
The
That's
Glee
true.
versions, like I could spend a lifetime listening to the Glee versions. Like obviously they're the iconic ones.
Give us a top 3.
Defying Gravity with Idina Menzel and
Lea Michele.
Lea Michele. The Umbrella remix.
Yeah.
Singing in the Rain, Umbrella. They're like, under my umbrella, Ella, Ella. And then Kurt and Blaine are like, I'm singing in the rain.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Quinn Fabray's You Are the Only Exception. Top 3.
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute.
I disagree,
what about the
but
CeeLo song that
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh my god!
Forget You.
Forget You.
That was
so
iconic.
Good. And Mercedes singing from
And
Showgirl.
I know. I ain't.
Come on.
Telling
I'm not going. I'm not going.
I'm not going.
Yeah, that
You're
number
the best man
changed lives.
ever known.
Ava has to sing.
There's no way I could ever go.
That is the
no.
Okay.
There's no way.
that is not the Mercedes version. Wait, there's also there are a few other ones. Like there's one with
Don't Stop Believing.
Darren Criss and Matt Balmer, if you guys know who
You
he
think
is,
I'm
play
pretty
brothers
and
in an episode, and they sing something that's a love song, but the way they interpret it is through brothers, and I forget what song it was. Fantastic.
Cough Syrup was so good.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's a good one. Teenage Dream's iconic.
What about
Funny Girl with Lea Michele.
Girl.
all of
Oh, that
those.
was so
All of
good.
those.
I mean, you do
Rain
have Journey.
on
That was the
my
first
parade.
one.
Don't
Don't
Stop
Stop
Believing.
Believing.
Okay. No one cares about
But I'm
Glee.
sorry, like Quinn Fabray just like getting to like she's just so good in the song. Really, 10.
10.
Diane, what's her real name? Argonne.
Okay, Will, what's your hate?
Okay. I think my hate of the week, I don't remember when this was, but I think this has been recurring quite recently, and it bothers me every single time. I go to a restaurant. It's usually in restaurants. Mm-hmm. When you go to a restaurant and they think because I'm young, I can either get like the shittiest seat in the restaurant, like literally just a horrible seat by the door, or like I was at dinner with my cousin, and
Where'd you go? Call him out.
I actually really like the place, but
Okay.
they gave me a bad seat and it bothered me.
Did you ask to move?
I asked my cousin if she wanted to move. She said no, so we sat there, but I would have moved. They gave us a seat where it's like sitting at not a counter because it's sort of a table, but you're not sitting across from someone, you're sitting next to them with the stuff in
table,
front of you.
yeah.
And I thought that was
Sometimes I like that. I
Yeah, I
did
don't mind
the other
that.
night with Marion.
I like an across. I don't like next.
I sat
I'm okay
next to
with
Marion
them.
the other night, and we went out.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But I feel like constantly either I'll see someone older who comes in after me and gets seated before me or stuff like that. And because I'm young, I matter less.
Oh, you
which
feel like there's ageism.
I definitely think there's ageism.
interesting.
And
Wow.
especially in restaurants, I've noticed. So,
Uptown or where? Yeah, you're swinging that thing
swinging it
around.
all over.
sorry, guys.
Will's audio is going to be interesting to listen to.
Yeah, I think everywhere.
So,
I
but
think
what was
most-
the other thing you were going to say? You either get the worst table.
I get the worst table or I have to wait a long time.
Oh, I understand.
You don't think
It has
everyone-
anything to do with
yeah,
your
exactly.
punctuality?
Doesn't everyone wait a long time?
I just feel like I'm more susceptible to get like a fast one pulled on me than someone older.
Can I piggyback again? My hate. This wasn't going to be my hate, but I'm going to make it my hate. Because we were at the diner with Gra.
Yeah,
Do you
I
remember
was thinking
happened?
that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, know what I hate in restaurants? When somebody is a regular and you've been waiting a long
Fuck
time.
that.
And
Fuck
the regulars
that.
come and they just get seated because they're
Fuck
like, hey,
that.
how are you? And they hug the
That happened at the
host.
diner?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And I was so mad that I said, wait, didn't they come in after us? And she was like, well, but I don't like that. I think everything needs to be equitable when you're out and about in public. And they can be nice to you when you sit at the table, but you are not allowed to be seated before other people have been waiting a long time. That's just wrong.
Except when you're the beneficiary
I know,
of
but
that
it's
treatment,
wrong.
it's the best.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
There's this, I was just going to say, because I was thinking, there's this one restaurant when I was in college in the college town. Well, it's in a different, nicer town. I've been there a few times. And the most recent time, they tried to sit my friend and I at like the sort of like table that you could like wait at before getting a real table. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? They wouldn't offer that to other people, but I felt like it was like they offered that to us.
I agree with that. That is my hate. I don't like that.
And also, it's so expensive now to go to restaurants.
Yes.
I should deserve like the service.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
everyone
right.
else
You want to be
deserves.
treated well, and you want to be treated equitably.
Period.
Period. Ava, what's your hate this week?
What was my hate? I had it in my mind. Oh, my hate this week is that there's been a lot of just like people in my spheres having horrible interactions with scary people in New York City on public transportation. Lots of following. A few of my friends have been yelled at.
No.
It's just like scary people.
A
like,
girl at NYU was punched in the head.
no,
Did
literally
you see that?
everybody is being like attacked.
I did
and-
see that. I saw that, yeah.
And it's, you think it's like few and far between, but like in this past week, so many people I've talked to are like, it's not safe out there. Like they're
Wow,
really
Ava,
like,
that makes me scared.
that
Or
I know. That's
more
why it's
scared.
the hate of my week. But also, this is unrelated. But going off of what Will said, I was on a date and I tried a wine and I didn't like it. And so I said, I don't want this wine. Like when they gave me the taste. Would you do that?
Yeah.
I think you're like, it looks professional if you do.
Yes.
I genuinely didn't like it. And the person I was with was seriously like shell shocked.
Really?
Like, it was like, oh my God, like you do that vibe. I was like, yes.
How'd the date go after that?
So nice. Well, he's from the Midwest. So I think it was like very New York that I was like, I don't like this wine.
I want to say maybe you are your father's daughter, because the other night your dad and I went out to a new restaurant in our neighborhood that we're excited. It's a new Mediterranean restaurant. We're very excited to have
On our
it.
block?
Yes.
You went?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
No. Dad and I went Friday night.
You both went?
We went together. And
What the hell?
I met Dad there, and I was a minute
You
or
didn't
two
even
late.
invite me.
Well, no, you don't live home anymore.
I've been wanting to go.
Okay, well, we can go, but maybe you want to wait a minute.
Oh, it wasn't that
Because the food was good, but the service, Dad
Terrible.
used to be in the restaurant business, so Dad knows service, and the service was a little rough. So by the time I got there, and I was 5 minutes late, Dad said to me, I just want to tell you that I already sent back my martini twice.
Twice? Oh,
Twice.
God. Okay, twice is a lot.
And Dad is particular about his martini, but twice.
Twice for like...
And then they brought it the third time, and Dad was like, uh-oh. So he said to me, can you taste it? And I thought it was pretty good, but he thought too much vermouth. And then the manager came over and said, how is it this time? And he was like, it's great.
Dad is such a fucking liar.
But twice. He was like, I couldn't help it. It was so wrong. He said, I think, and then the manager told us they had only gotten their liquor license like 2 days ago.
Okay, but that doesn't mean anything. A
I
liquor
know.
license doesn't dictate if you can
They're
make a
having
drink.
some problems with the front of the house.
All right. Loves and hates are complete. I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't.
This happens
don't
all the
get
time.
it.
I know.
Let
She sings all the
go
time.
of
No one
what's
wants
in
to hear
front
it.
of me
Okay,
here.
we're going to talk about a New York story, and I'm going to tell what.
Okay,
Okay.
you're welcome. Do you have a New York story from this week?
Oh, I have a good
Will,
one.
you haven't had anything New York happen.
This week?
Yeah, since you've been back in New York. He hasn't been back very long.
You don't have any city stories?
I was home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, anything on the subway?
Yeah,
Anything
any like
happened to you?
stories?
Why don't you think about it while I tell mine?
I mean, there's only one thing that happened on the subway, and it was just that some military man is like asking me for money and like start a whole conversation to try and get money, and then I couldn't even get a word in, and then I finally, after 10 minutes, said I don't have money, and then he goes, "Thank you," and walked away.
Oh.
Will, that's not good.
Subway. Anyway, okay.
It's like an
so
alternate
I
universe.
went to Brooklyn, and Ava lives in literally hipster ground zero Brooklyn, which I think we're talking about that it is. I'm the oldest person on the street. So brought Liney, wanted to have a nice girls' day, helping Ava in her apartment and walking around the neighborhood. So we took Line for a walk, and it's so cute. Lots of cute little cafes and boutiques. And so I wanted a latte. So Ava and I zoom into this little cafe.
No, it's not a little cafe,
Okay.
Mom.
We
We
zoom
go
into
to
a
the
store.
Le Labo Cafe.
Okay. We go
Let's
into the-
be honest. Be honest about where you were.
It was a Le Labo cafe.
That's
And so
attached to
Ava-
the store.
That's attached to the store. So Ava goes up, and then she's going to order me my latte, and I'm sitting with Linus, and she turns to me and she says, "Mom, we have to leave." And I'm like, "What? Why? Where's my latte?" And she says, "Mom, they don't have whole milk. They have macadamia nut milk. They have
It's true.
almond milk. And they had one
Oat
other.
milk.
Oat milk. But yeah, no whole milk, no regular milk, no skim milk, no dairy products." I was like, oh my God, I am in hipster Brooklyn. If that is not the most New York thing in the entire world. I had to go to
It's
another-
low-key giving LA more than New York, but like...
I don't drink coffee, so I
Well,
can't voice.
the most basic coffee.
They don't
is a
have
coffee
milk.
with milk. I mean, everyone serves milk.
Yeah.
And apparently not in Brooklyn.
I mean, I think that's weird.
It's absurd.
Will's like so not in the coffee game.
But then on a good note, then we went to a cafe on Ava's block that's adorable, and we ate at it and was cute. And they were great with getting us our coffee. And they couldn't have been nicer to Liney.
Where is Liney?
He's right here sleeping.
Oh.
Okay, so that's my New York story. Anybody else
Hashtag
have one?
Liney. No, I haven't really been having anything.
Hashtag free the milk and dairy products for all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're spearheading that movement.
Okay,
You're
yes, I
the
am.
face of Got Milk.
I am the face of Got Milk because I love my coffee and I love milk in my coffee and I want my latte the way I want it. No macadamia nut milk.
I haven't even tried it. Or pistachio milk. Both sound extremely fattening to me. Wouldn't do it.
Agree. Okay, let's talk about our
Big topic
of the week, and we're going to talk about manifesting, and we're going to talk about how Ava. Well, you talk.
Okay, so I haven't really been able to like attribute this to anything other than I think my mindset and my manifestation. And maybe like, yes, I've been taking active steps, but I got a new job. I'm working in events still for a fashion company, which is something I've always wanted to do. And for so long, I've been saying to myself that I'm gonna, work in fashion or work in media somewhere that, that has always been something I have aspired towards. And I saw on LinkedIn randomly, I'm very happy at my current company. This wasn't like I had to get out or anything. I just saw this job on LinkedIn and I clicked apply. I thought it was a super cool company. It was exactly in my wheelhouse and randomly applied. And after multiple rounds of a lot of interviews,
Five rounds.
6
rounds.
5, 6, I don't know. After extensive interviews, I ended up getting this job, and really like I didn't know anybody at the company. There wasn't anything like happening in the background. It was simply just a one-off application, and I just really hit it off with the people that work there, and now I have a new job, and I do feel as though my manifestation powers of saying that I've, wanted to be in the events industry and work for an agency to try to build up my skills so I could, grow into other areas and work for a company in-house rather than being at an agency has always been aspirational for me. I just didn't think it was going to happen this quickly. And so I'm very excited and do feel as though I spoke this into existence.
I think two things I think are particularly amazing about this. One is Ava neglected to say how many people on LinkedIn applied for the job.
Like thousands of people applied. So it's very competitive.
I believe the number was 2,500, she was
Something
told.
like
and
that.
there was one position and she got it. Amazing. And the other thing I want to say is that I always have felt like LinkedIn, not that it's a waste of time, but like you'll never get a job off of LinkedIn. You always need to know somebody. But both of you proved that wrong, because in your job, you worked really hard and networked and knew no one and got your job. And you applied cold on LinkedIn and you got your job. And I think that that is a really cool thing.
I do have to say, and maybe this is me being like a technology like apologist, but I do think that some of the things work. Like, I have been on great dates from Hinge, and I think that a lot of people have. Like, I think that there's this mindset because it's like LinkedIn or it's Hinge. It's so like on the app, so impersonal, but like it can work. Vibe?
I do think we are the exception, not the rule. I think it can work. I just don't think it's it always works, or it's a most, or it's in your favor.
But
I think it's
never
not
guaranteed.
I think it's always not in your favor. In any job, in anything, it's not in your favor. And I think that when it works, it's like, oh my God, it worked. I'm amazing. I'm so proud of myself.
Do you think, so does manifesting not have anything to do with
Wait,
it?
I totally kind of don't agree. Well, stop. I do think that there has to be something said about the algorithm or the systems. Like, I was fed that job in my email.
Yeah, but
that doesn't mean I was
use
gonna
the right keywords for it to surface. Like, how come you surfaced out of 2,500 people?
I don't know what made my profile stand out. I'm more so saying the things coming to me. Like, I was able to see that job because like they have.
Yes, I understand.
Correct information.
I think that's
as is on
retargeting.
dates. Like
that's targeting.
Yeah, right. Which I think like there's something to be said. Like, their targeting kind of works.
But I don't get why that's manifestation.
No, it's not. I'm saying it's two separate points. First point, I feel as though I manifested and this job was able to come to me at a time that I felt ready for it and blah, blah, blah. And in the same breath, I think that LinkedIn works.
Wait, now I'm getting confused because you're saying you manifested it, but you were happy in your original job. So why would you be manifesting it?
I manifested this move in my career. It didn't necessarily need to be today.
I'm not sure about the manifesting, right? Isn't it just that like your like timing meets the opportunity, right? So like you were sort of ready to look, even though you were happy, and you got served the job, right?
I don't think anything about the job has to. I'm not like saying that I manifested this job being available right now.
Okay.
I'm saying I manifested me getting the job.
I think you.
And you believe that manifesting works, you're saying?
I believe that I like have had this vision and I've spoken into existence that I want a job in the fashion industry, and I took steps by getting a job at an agency to grow my experience to be in the position that I could get a job in the fashion industry, and I did.
To be honest, I don't think that's manifesting, though.
I think we need to look up the
word.
Someone
Fine,
look up
I'll look it up. I'll look it
because
up.
Isn't manifesting that you believe it and you're thinking it and then it comes to be?
I've manifested hundreds of things that haven't worked out. So just for me and with other people I know as well,
So
I don't
guess
believe
the
in
question
it.
is, does manifesting? I do think, though. Here's what I do think about manifesting. Putting something out into the universe, which is the opposite of what Jewish people do. Jewish people always say, poo, 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 you're going to curse it.
Yeah, like
so don't
BH,
say it out
BH,
loud.
yeah.
But I think we've talked about this before. Like when I met Deepak Chopra, he was like, You have to put it out into the universe. And on a very practical level, unless you tell people you're looking for a job, no one's ever going to know, right? So like putting stuff out into the universe, I think is a way of like advertising. Is it manifesting? I don't know.
But manifesting means display or show a quality or feeling by one acts or appearance demonstrate.
I don't know
what that means.
This says will something into being by the exercise of mental powers or through force of belief.
Right. So
I don't believe in that.
So basically, Ava, what you did is not manifesting because you didn't will. Are you saying that you willed the job from that company?
Yes, I willed it into
manifesting is like saying, I believe this job is for me. I believe I will get it. And then you get it.
Yeah, but I feel like I did say that to myself.
But you've also said that for 100 other things probably, and you didn't get that.
No, I just don't think I had an
remember that first time you really wanted that job and you didn't get it.
Yes, but I like did get it, and then they pulled the rug out from under me.
That happens to everyone.
Don't you dare!
I think
it's
the
more
more
so
interesting
that I have the
question is like,
mindset.
can you manifest something? If you will something to be, will it be?
I think that I manifested in the sense that like there were so many other people that applied to it, and I really wanted it. But that also could have just been like I'm prepared and smart.
Going back to your point,
yes,
I think this idea of putting something out in the universe sometimes can work, but I also think that's something I've noticed, and I feel like I talk to people about this, is that when it's like you don't really care if you get something and then you get it,
yes,
versus like you really want it and then you don't get it, but you like you're like, oh, I don't really care, and then you do get it.
Yes.
So I think that sort of just as another like side to what you're saying,
point about
that you're not like putting it out into the universe because you don't really care, so you're keeping it silent, you're not advertising, you're not putting out good juju, but then it works out for you.
See, I think that is a difference of mindset somehow, that when you are I have to think about this. When you're confident and you feel like you've done your best and you're like, whatever's going to be is going to be, and then it happens. I think there's something to that, but I'm not sure what.
Well, I also think a lot of it is perception. Like when you really want a job and then you go into the job interview, you're obviously presenting more nervous than if you don't care about it.
Yeah, I think that's true. Practically speaking,
like in a way of like you get it or you don't. It's like I also think that you can want something so badly and not manifest it.
Right, because maybe you're not presenting your true self because you're nervous or anxious.
Or something's just not meant for you.
I guess the whole concept of manifesting is just confusing to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. Can you manifest something?
Okay, everybody can reconvene next week with their manifesting research.
With this job market, guys, manifesting doesn't work.
Well, does it work for other stuff? Like if
I'm there with my applicable skills in my elevator pitch. Let me just say that. I'm sitting with my A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm sitting there with my relevant background history. I'm sitting there professional.
Yeah, but you're being prepared, meaning your opportunity. Like if I manifest that next week I want to lose 10 pounds, I don't think that's happening.
Oh baby, we can get you a GLP-1 and you'll be all cooked up.
That's not happening. So I'm not really sure. I have to dive it more into manifesting. Yeah, right? I know. Will and I both.
I'm not kidding. I think everybody should do their own like independent research this week on manifesting. And then for housekeeping next week, we'll all come back with our findings.
It's like, for me, it's sort of like a
Yes, I'll do that.
Will you do that?
I don't know if I'll be here next week, but...
Oh my God, you won't be able to talk.
We'll be able to talk next week.
Also, I'm just a guest, guys.
I know, but you're going to have to report your findings. Before maybe we'll get a voice memo of your middle of the week findings.
Anyways, what I'm going to say is, though, I feel like manifesting is sort of... It's making me think of, like, astrology. I don't know if any of that is, like, real. It's just things people like to believe in. Like you know how you feel like your traits for like I'm a Virgo, you're an Aries.
Yeah.
They can be sort of you're a Sagittarius.
Period.
They can be very accurate, or you feel like the traits are very accurate. Are they? Maybe, maybe not. But I think it's just something that people like to believe in.
See,
like
I
manifesting.
Is this not like God? I mean,
yeah,
the
of
same thing
course.
as God.
Yeah, so let's put manifesting in it. With
I
that,
just think that there's something about putting it out into the universe and having the mentality that something is meant for you in a way that feels like legitimate and that you actually believe.
I am with you on that. I do think of some sort of like putting something out.
Like I really
You like to believe in that.
I do
no,
believe
but I
that
really
everything
believed
carries
that
energy. I
over any job I've ever had. I really felt like this was like I had the feeling that like this was something obtainable. Like I really had the feeling that I could actually get the job from the second that I applied. What?
I'm not discounting that, but I am saying that like on the very first job you ever wanted.
Oh my God, but that was different. I was lied to. I was told that that was the job for me.
Okay.
Babe.
Babe. Okay, we're ending. Cut the cameras.
Really?
I don't know.
That
Do
was
you want
like
to talk
the end.
more?
Yeah, let Will have a last word.
I just feel like there's a specific job that's happened recently, or a position, not a job, that I really, really wanted. And I was told so many great things and then I didn't get it. But for me, one, that disproves the manifesting part.
I'm not saying it's 100% success.
But also,
Definitely not. I mean, if anyone was manifesting, it was Will with that job.
And I'm still manifesting. But my point is, like this type of manifesting, like if it really is the job for you, then that doesn't mean that you should just give up. That means work harder and roll up your sleeves and make.
Yeah, Will believes that hard work gets in
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
And
if you want
does.
something that badly that you're willing to manifest it to happen, I'm not saying if you want to win the lottery and you manifest it, you will. But I'm saying like a job or like something. Well, I guess we're thinking
Something
jobs,
within
but
your grasp.
something within your grasp that like is tangible, sort of. If you want it badly enough, you will get there.
Yeah, but I think that's not manifesting.
That's
it's
my
like
point.
You're working really hard
That's
to
my
get there.
point.
This is why we need to do our independent studies. Because
Okay.
I'm going to come back with like a fucking like sheet of paper that's going to be like manifesting work. So
Okay.
saddle up.
He's not going to be able to speak, but
Yeah,
okay.
he can pre-record his note.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Have a great
See
week.
you next week.
Bye.